Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Vapour Nordic Week League, or it's Week 2, League Play. My name is Buzzer. Joining me is Cubic, and I had one job, Cubic. I had one job to do.
What was that job, Buzzer? Tell
to
me.
pronounce it right at the start. But should we just do all that again? Should we just go out the door, come back in? I don't know. Like it seems like we've both just got home. We're running around frantically, trying to get changed from work stuff, and then be ready for this crazy stuff. And League Play, I love it. Well, first two teams is an absolute blockbuster for a curtain raiser. Tell me more, Cubic.
Yeah, absolutely massive first game coming on. Faint currently sitting in the first place. Didn't drop a game last week, which is just absolutely amazing. And then Lynx, who we saw get beaten by Battlecar United, a bit of a shock to everyone out there.
Yeah, hello? What?
Yeah. And then taking out second place in the end, so coming back strong in the end. So massive team Spicer, and I can't wait for it to get started.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I'm looking forward to it. Let's run through these team lineups and have a look a little bit more in depth in terms of Lynx. This team, like you said, a surprise loss for them, where we didn't think they would be losing. They should be 4-0 as well as Faint. This should be pretty much. It is a top of the table clash right now. So whoever gets his win, obviously gets himself in a better position. But Faint, they don't want to drop a game in league play. And I was speaking with Tull and Dina last night, and they're silently confident, but the thing is, what they don't do, which is interesting, is they don't prac as much as other teams would. So they go into this backing their own strategy and just hoping that they can get that more so over the opponents of the verse. But coming up against Lynx, I reckon it's going to be a pretty tough battle for them, and potentially the first loss. Lynx side, Sammy, Snares, Delusion, and the sub Bluey. We haven't seen Bluey in a very long time. We know Bluey is an excellent player in all leagues, and he has played the top end. So, if one goes down, we know Bluey can definitely fill the void.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that lineup, we've seen them time and time again. They're just they're one of these teams who are just going to be threatening in that top 10 and possibly even sooner, even in the higher ranks later on in a few coming months. So these guys certainly one to watch out for. But they've got a big opponent ahead of them, Bozo. They've got Faint.
Yeah, Faint, Flory, Mist, Tulladina. And it's just crazy. They're nuts. They've been playing really well. Some great connections, and it's good to see them on stream as well. First up, get a bit of an insight of how they're going to play, because they're the team to beat right now. Cubic. After the first week, everyone's going to roll. There's your measuring stick. After week 2, it'll start to take form, because what we do is we're getting another 4 matches for each team played out. Then there's 4 in the third week, and then 3, I believe, at the end, or the last 2 in week 4. So it's more crucial coming to the last couple of weeks, as these teams play twice in this league. So at the end of tonight's proceedings, we'll start to see the ladder really shape and get sort of an idea. If, and only if, Faint can take another 4 straight, they pretty much book themselves finals.
Yeah. And that's it, boys. I mean, just 2 weeks into it, and that 4-game advantage, or 4 series advantage they got on for them now, is just a massive advantage. And look, that's the thing they could be looking for today, just to get that booking that finals or playoff spot at the end of the night, and being happy with that. But I think that they won't settle. They'll probably be the team to beat throughout this tournament.
Having a look at the stats, it says they're third on in terms of shooting, but what really comes down for them is their saves. They work really hard in defense. They're the number 1 team in saving goals. So there is pressure on, but they definitely work at blocking that hole. So it'll be an interesting battle where, in comparison, Lynx, 4th in terms of shooting, and looking at their save rank, they're 2nd as well. So 2 tightly contested teams that make sure the defense is the first priority.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what makes these teams so good as well. Is their defense is really tight at back, and they get those saves on, as you said, Boz, just absolutely dominating throughout last week. And interesting sort of graph that came out to us this week, Bizer, and Faint taking 82 shots last week in just 4 games, which is just absolutely huge.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't think they're going to be any less. I think we're going to see a lot of them. No. This is a cracker of a game to be commentating first up tonight. Second on stream, Deft and Square 1. Third will be Lynx and Guardian, and the final One to close us out would be Team Tate, formerly known as Battle Cars United, picked up. So big shout out to them. That's big news this week. Electricity playing against them in game number 4 tonight. Give us your shout outs right now in chat. Tell us who you want to win. Will it be Lynx or Faint before we can launch these boys into the server? Cubic, can I get your pick?
I am going to back. Oh, it's so hard, these two teams. I'm going to back Lynx for a bit of an upset first up. I think they've got a bit of a point to prove after losing against Battle Car United. So, look, I'm going to back Lynx for an upset. 3-2.
3-2?
Does it work? No, that doesn't work. let's try that again.
Best of threes. 2-1, you mean?
2-1.
You mean 2-1?
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Ah, Cubic, still. It's Friday-itis, man. I don't know if it's such a thing. Well, we are ready for the players to be to jump onto the respective sides, so we'll get that transitioning happening right now as the teams go in. Again, I think we've got a couple going for links in chat, so we'd love to hear your feedback in there right now. I do have the chat open, so we're going to be live and interactive as we get into game play. Cubic. Oh, look, I'm going for Faint. I think they can do it again. I really want Lynx to make some stuff happen, but without further ado, let's get the second week underway here for the Vapour Nordic League play. Lynx taking on Faint. That ball worked wide very early on. Delusion up. That touch, there'll be a ball. Anyone to fly to now. Sammy with that one. Delusion continues the run on this one. Out in the middle, but Kurto had it covered.
A very quick start here. It's not much feeling out process. Straight away you can see Lynx going for the shot. Very aggressive move to start off with.
Delusion holding up for the ball here. We'll bring that forward for the moment. Kurto with a read. Solondina. Bit of pressure on him this week as well. I had him on the show yesterday, Cubic, and he's enjoying it. But you know, I said the spotlight's on him, so I like to create a little bit of pressure. Hopefully, fingers crossed. He might do something amazing there. Starts with a demo. That ball played into the back line. Kurto again with the touch. Needs a second, third efforts. Now that one played back for some reason there from Delusion. Not sure why. Kurto not in the best position for that. Sammy back ball with Toladina working that one. Sammy now getting this high up. This will be hard for Kurto. He goes down the field. Toladina! Oh, he's got the connection, but wide on the approach.
It's very back and forth now. We saw Lynx go attack earlier, and now Faint getting a real good touch and an aggressive attack of the ball now. So, I don't know, Bozo. It's very evenly battled out in the midfield.
Ball played up wide so far. Delusion for Lynx here. Downfield gives the possession away. The Merc from Yeatsy. Interesting card choice as it plays it through. This one played back here. Tolandina out wide. By Snares on target. Oh, just slightly wide there. Looked like it was going far right. Sammy's going to get a crack instead. Touch ends up being wide off the wall. Sammy now some patience. There's no challenging coming out from the defensive Faint. They're not really wanting to commit many players coming out of that goal line.
Yeah, not really just yet. And I think it's just a matter of caution, really. It's a bit of an error coming in from Lynx. Had almost a 3-man commit there. Got back quickly. It's yeah, very interesting coming from Faint. I think that it's just taking it easy, seeing what Lynx is going to try and pull out in the first game.
Touch here from Delusion. It's wide for now. Snares. Angle to work. Defense comes through. And result, pinch goes downfield. Delusion with the block out wide. A set up here from Kurto. Toladina. Sammy there with a block. Does well. Delusion now the runaway goal. No one's home. First goal for Lynx.
Oh, it was really well read there by Delusion as well. He saw that great pass from Sammy, and then he just realised he had to get it past that last man being Yeatsy, and he had no shot at the net, which worked out beautifully for him.
Well, it's going to come down to a rotation out of sync, and interesting to see that Faint's defence is the first one to crack after having a solid line. They overcommitted going forward and then lost out in that battle. Delusion. Very clever now. Snares. Good little touch here. Didn't have enough boost to approach for that second or at least a dunking, so unlucky there on that approach. 2-minute mark coming down here. It's Toladina downfield. Snares out wide for the moment, relieves the pressure, looks to get that 50-50, doesn't win. Kurto puts the Illusion under a bit of pressure here, but he does well with that. Sammy in the middle, no one for the third effort. Yeatsy, that Merc is blasting it downfield. Illusion, awkward movement by him, but manages to get the touch. Lynx holding on strong. That angle almost, Toladina, he's not going to get it. A nice challenge coming out by Snares there.
Oh, different sort of gameplay coming from these guys now. It's a lot more aggressive. Talendina. Oh, can he get it? Oh!
Your answer?
Wow.
Yes. Talendina sets this one up. It was a little bit tricky, but he just feathered himself perfectly in the end there just to get the touch off the side of the car. Well done. They get the equalizer. 1:38 left on the clock.
Really well played by Talendina. You read that absolutely beautifully. I was trying to go say something about how aggressive they were being and that sort of thing, but Talendina just showed he's got a bit of skill to go with it.
Wide now for Delusion. Out to the middle is Sammy looking for that Lynx play. Just waiting for a giggle from Cubic. I'm not sure if he got that one, but
No, I didn't get that one.
the Lynx play. He just still hasn't got it. Chat, you need to educate him. One day he will get it.
Yeah.
Talendina down. Yeatsy corner. Oh, Yeatsy just too far forward on that approach and just flipped the car instead. Now Curto brings into the hot spot. I believe that's Delusion that brings that one out. Sammy now for a shot on, but not enough angle. Yeatsy one to contend with. Snares does win this here. Looking to dribble this one on. Past the defense. And Sammy right there. Second goal. Lynx.
Look, this is 100% credit to Snares. Before the start of the replay, he said he can get a demo on the third man. After that, he went the ball, got control of it, passed the second, and then a good tactical pass off to Semi, which beat the third man. So that was all set up by Snares, and a great play it was.
Have to be careful here, Fane. Need to make sure you work your team, and Curto with a quick response.
Kick-off goal buys it, come off the post and just unfortunately missed here by Sammy. And then Curto didn't even need to get a second touch to it.
Well, a little bit of feathers ruffled at the moment. Cubic.
I reckon.
35 remaining tied up here, first game. Interesting to see Lynx have had majority of the control as well and looked a little bit stronger going forward, but some brilliant shots coming out from the Feint side. Keeps the team within striking distance, getting this game as well. Talendina to Yeatsy, the angle not worked, but it's open goal, should be worked in. Sammy with a big save.
It's good tight defense. We saw it. We were talking about it in the pre-game there, Visor. It's really well executed by Lynx.
I mean, we're going to see overtime here. Sammy just looking to block this one out. Lynx not wanting to be aggressive. Now Curto, he lights that up here. Snares already up in the air, brings that back to the middle, and no one approach. So overtime here for the first game, week number 2.
Oh, how fitting. I mean, first game goes into overtime. I said it was going to be close from the start. Snares. Oh.
I would like Snares to probably bring that down and maybe get a cut onto it, but we're talking insane play in overtime period. You don't want to risk anything. Going back with the flight of the ball, Yeatsy does enough. There's a double combo there to get past the 50-50 defender, but Sammy again, Lynx now working hard. The angle here working for Snares, and he'll get it. They take the first game.
There's a great touch there by Sammy, right off the wall, and Snares just perfectly read it, getting it past that keeper. That's the sort of play, that's what's won Lynx the game so far, boys. I mean, in that first one, we saw it was very controlled and very team-orientated. The passes were absolutely on point. That's where that's where probably all of their goals came from. You can see Feint doing trying the same sort of thing, but it was Talendina in the end who probably took it away, got him kickstarted with a play by himself. So it wasn't quite as much there as Lynx, and I reckon that's what won the game in the end.
Yeah, you can see at the moment, sort of like Lynx playing together a little bit. They've got the pass play going. The rotation's really set so far early in this first game, where Feint was sort of slightly caught out. They went aggressive. It was, I believe it was a Delusion that took, Delusion got the 50-50 counter off the defender, last defender, and the rotation wasn't back. 2 guys aggressive as well for Feint. So really interesting to see how the start's going. It's good to see Feint get a response, but they've got to start to bring their team play and the rotations back into sync here.
Yeah, and look, we saw at the start of the game, I thought this is a really sort of good controlled sort of style of gameplay coming from both teams. And it was, but I think Lynx just sort of fell into the rhythm a bit quicker than what Feint did. And that's when the team plays came out a bit more. I think Feint sort of just, they tried to feel them out for a bit too long, and that's where they fell behind just a little bit.
Well, game number 2 here, ready to go. Faint, well, they've lost a couple games in terms of the league play, but no series so far. And looking down right now, Lynx could make it the first game of defeat and go tie on the top of the ladder with them. Maybe percentage in their favour, who knows? We'll see this one go out. Yeatsy with the first opportunity. Unfortunately, backboard. Back out Toledino with a touch. He gets bumped out of the way. Curto players getting a chance right now. Toledino sets us in the middle. Yeatsy, this is ambitious. A challenge from Snaz, brilliant as well. Curto, well, he just holds that there, trying to get his teammates back for the rotation.
Yeah, good. Just holding out that play, making sure Lynx don't get the quick plays that they did in the first game, and not the passes off that we're seeing them execute so well tonight.
Toledino up off the defense. No one approaching this one here, waiting for the players to go. So the pace again, starting slow at the moment. Players just really looking to fill out the positioning, and they'll start to ramp up around the halfway mark where shots start getting tight. That one close as well, but defense was there to hold. Sammy lets it go up for now. No boost to charge the wall. Delusion, well, he should have got that cleared. Very lucky not to be punished on that point. Offense was thought it was going. This one back, now off the backboard. Sammy wants inside. Yeatsy almost reads this. It's Toledino. Yeatsy, well, ambitious to drop down. There's 2 committed forward. Got to be careful here, Faint. They continue to put this pressure on, but Lynx looking to set up their team play out of defense. Delusion can't get it past Yeatsy. Back in the middle, Toledino. It's on target, coming through. Sammy with a save.
Yeah, just having a look. I think Lynx might actually be a little bit boost starved at the moment. You say Sammy is just sitting there, just with a 20 boost at the moment. And yeah, the other guys just sort of a very limited boost. So Faint were putting on some good pressure and starving the booster. Probably should have had a goal, but couldn't quite execute it well enough.
Tough game so far. Under the 3-minute mark. No goals to be scored. Sammy, interesting ball back. It gives Yeatsy a chance to go forward. Snaz cuts it off wide for now. Curto downfield. Angle puts Sammy under a slight duress there. Looks for that second touch not happening. Delusion mistimed. Oh, Yeatsy with a weak one. Snaz again coming across, proving quite an adversary in terms of defensive saves. Doing really well at the moment, Lynx.
Yeah, in all honesty, I think the Lynx defense have made enough errors to a point where they should be punished with a goal. However, when it comes down to the clutch, they've got the save and made it count as well, and then got the clear up forward and made the attack. So, look, they're doing just enough to get by, but they can't afford to keep making the errors they've made so far. Oh.
Curto, a brilliant pass to Toledino again, save from Sammy. Lynx early on defense. A little bit of a blunder, got away with a couple of them, but tightening up in the later stages of game number 2. This might come down to an overtime point where we see no goals. Curto, far side. Delusion, mistimes this one. It's Curto downfield. Yeatsy looking for that redirection. He doesn't connect. Up goes Sammy. Bouncing ball. Toledino with a save, holds it on. Now the pressure starting to mount on Faint.
Yeah, it's, again, very far down the midfield. Still haven't seen a goal in this game, and it's just because it keeps going back and forth. The shot keeps coming on. The defense is holding up really well for both teams.
Touch here from Delusion, down onto the goal. Saved up by Yeatsy. Back in the midfield, that ball will drop. Lynx got 3 players. Sort of positioning from here is a little bit risky as well. As you can see, all of them sort of colliding on the point. Oh my goodness, Delusion. What an angle.
Oh, I've got to watch a replay to see how he squeezed this one through. Toledino's up for it with the clear, and the Batmobile works in his favour. Yeah.
Ouch. Well, a minute and 10, we get our first goal. Courtesy of a Delusion dunking. Absolutely crazy. Yeatsy cross goal at the moment. They don't want to risk anything here, Faint, but what a play coming out by Lynx. And they got the first game as well. Make it a second goal, Delusion.
Well, the error came out on the goal line there. Sammy with a good pass back in the centre. Delusion just with a small tap up, get it off the post, and Curto couldn't quite get the save on the goal line. A bit unfortunate, but they've got a bit of work to do in the last minute now, Baza.
Well, Toledino, this is the time he needs to step up with his teammate Curto. They get across field. But off the backboard and wide for now. Sets to the middle. Curto holding this one up, looking to bring the skill level involved into it, but just needs to find his teammates here. Snares doing the complete opposite. Snares almost getting it past the last defender. Not to be, but 30 seconds. This is going to be a hard game to get those 2 goals back and go on overtime.
Yeah, really hard. They can't let Lynx control any more of the ball. It's got to be full on attack coming from Fate now.
Snares straight over. Pinches in the middle. Kurdo, a chance, lights it up. E.T. goes wide. The recovery needs to be quick here. Toladina. Oh, that's good precision to turn. Oh, unlucky by Kurdo. He had to do everything to get to that, including a flip, and just untiming. We'll see the first loss here for Fate in league play, and well, it's a bit of a shock because we're thinking Fate would have been able to take this one. That ball will come down, maybe a goal to finish it, not to be. Lynx will take it 2 straight. The first loss here for Fate in league play.
Well, I just want to point out, Bizer, that I had my crystal ball out early this match, and I got the Lynx prediction right.
Oh, damn it.
So,
I was always rooting for Lynx. What's that?
Look, it was really well played. They definitely turned on a different sort of game that we saw last week on stream. As we said on last week, they dropped the series to Battlecar United, now Team Target. So different sort of solid gameplay, very controlled and very passing orientated, which was great to see because that's definitely a standard that we see in the higher ranks in OCE and that sort of thing. So good on them. And Bizer, can we quickly go around the grounds because all the games are finished up now?
Yeah, well, do you want to go around the grounds?
Let's do it.
You're good to go?
I'm
you
good
want
to
take
go.
The first 2? I'll take the last 2.
All right. So Clarity Esports taking out Deft 2-0.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah.
That should have been a 2-1 at least, but you know, maybe something's up. There's no Justice Robo tonight for Deft, so you know they're playing with the third player and with the sub coming through, so that might be interesting. Team Target going down to square one, 2-0.
Yep. And unfortunately, Guardian still can't get a game at the moment. They've gone down to Extricity 2-0.
That's tough because that was 7 and 8 playing right there in terms of the last couple of weeks. So Guardian, a lot of work to do for them. And, well, they get some chances going. So, but we're going to take a quick break here on Vapour eSports. It's League Play Week 2. We'll be back with Deft and Square One. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Vapour Nordic League Play week number 2. The two teams coming up right now in terms of games is Square One taking on Deft. I'm Bizer. Joining me is Cubic, like always, for the next couple of weeks. We're going to be your commentators for this. Absolute crazy stuff. First game, epic in itself that we see Lynx take out Faint, but we expected that to be a pretty tough battle going both ways, but it was sort of one-sided, wasn't it, Cubic?
It really did turn out that way. I mean, the first game was sort of a really good one to see these two teams battle it out. As you said, quite fitting. First one going straight into overtime, then a great goal coming from Delusion to seal the game for Lynx. But the second game, I think, just got blown out of the water. It was so tight up until, I reckon, the last minute or so.
And it was the Delusion cut right there. Yeah. The dunking was sort of got over the line. So do we nominate Delusion as MVP?
Or for that series, yeah, I'm gonna get Delusion, or
there you go.
Actually,
Maybe wrap with that.
Snares as well. Snares was quite good. So
he had a brilliant midfield play as well. And that game very heavy, dominant in the midfield. And look, I expect this one to be very heavy as well. S1 taking on Def. There's a little bit of rivalry going between these two teams. So they met in playoffs, and what are we? Def got one over S1, knocking them out of the position. They had to go play the second qualifiers to make it through. So S1 going to be looking out for a little bit of blood in the water. For the team. Interesting. S1 stats, have a look at it. 2-2. 26 goals. The ranked number 1 in the goals. Assists second with 20. Absolutely crazy. Shooting, have a look at that. 36.11% first. Some really good stats there for S1.
Yeah, that's very promising for him as well. I mean, you sort of look at that and you think, how do these guys drop it? And then you can instantly see that maybe it's the defense that's let them down last week. But they've had a whole week to practice now, Bizer, and if they keep up their stats, but they could take it out. But I'm just thinking, from what you said, it's different sort of S1 this week.
It's a different what? Sorry,
different sort of S1. No,
yeah, no IDK. I think from what IDK was saying, it wasn't available, but we'll see how it all pans out once we get the final lineups in sync. Having a look at stats for Deft. We should go over to him and have a quick squizzy at them. Shooting stats, they're second on shots rank, 36.11. Am I looking at the right stats? I think I am. They're first on the shooting rank. So Nope, I'm looking at the wrong stuff. There we go. Well, just go with what's on the screen. It's tough. They're a lot less in terms of the ranking where they sit, but they're 2-2. Square One and 2-2. It'll be an interesting match. Shots 36. That's least third from there. Saves fifth in the league play so far, so not so bad. But what's been interesting about Deft is, to me, Cubic. I'm not. They had a really good qualifier coming into it. They were off a high, but coming into the first week of league play, I had a little bit more expectation for them to achieve. In some games they should have won, they lost. So it's talking about a little bit deft in terms of the lineup, and I mean deft as an DEPTH. Bizer can't think at the moment.
Yep.
In terms of skill and level and experience as well, sort of coming up against teams that got more experience, they got to sort of make sure that defense is completely set.
Yeah, and that's right. I'm just trying to clarify some of the stats that are on screen at the moment. But they look exciting. I mean, again, they're 2-2, so they're in the sort of same boat as Square One. Got a point to prove, and these guys, they're sort of sitting nowhere near the sort of where the goals or the sort of how do I say it? How many shots and how many goals that Square One took. So it makes me think that they're playing a little bit more controlled and trying to make their shots count where it's more possible. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams come up against each other.
Around the grounds, we've got the teams playing right now for round number 6. Links Electricity currently playing. Clarity taking on Team Thai, which is formerly known as Battle Card United. Obviously, Deft and Square One on stream. We are about ready to jump into that very soon. And Faint and Guardian playing in the other match. Another tough rounds for Guardian. Speaking of it, Cubic, since we're filling time at the moment. Interesting sets. Is Guardian going to win a game of league play? Are they going to be the sort of the trouble team here?
Look, I think it's going to be one of those things that when they do, they're just going to be absolutely wrapped about it. And, you know, it might even just kick them off and get them on a bit of a roll. So I think that, like, speaking to some of the guys after last week, they said that I was speaking to Pickets in particular, said that they just couldn't get anything going last week. They were quite down, and there was just nothing going right for them in the first game. They said when they eventually got streamed, they had some of their better matches, and they looked pretty decent then, but they just couldn't pick it up. I mean, they looked like they were going to pick up that series for a while, but they just couldn't get there in the end. So, look, I see them winning a game in league play, but it's just a matter of when they can get that kickstart going, I think.
Guys, jump into Match Arena. Grab that code on your screen currently and put that in there to help support in terms of this prize pool. It's fantastic to see where it's currently sitting at. The Match Arena, it's $647.34 and it's only going to get bigger. A lot of money being put into this, and a lot of people donating. So anyone that puts the donations in tonight, we'll give them shout out on the stream. That's we do that. We do it for the love, Cubic.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do it for the love.
It's very community orientated, isn't it? Like, there's no other competition that goes, hey, like if you want to contribute, here's the place to do it. It's the community supporting the community as well, which I think without that foundation, Cubic, really without that foundation in any sport, there is no top tier. The community really has to sort of step out and go, hey, like for these lower end games, which is what it is. It's from 8 to 16. We all need to contribute. We all need to help out. We all need to do things for each other and making sure we give the best we possibly can. I think we have a really a successful model happening right now with what I can see in the admin team here in the Vapour eSports channel, all contributing, all very positive. There's some really interesting things going with them, which is really enjoyable. And I can see Season 2, Season 3, all the way up to Season 20 happening for this. Great support for the region. Yeah,
and it's just super exciting to see these teams come together in the league as well. I know throwdowns going on at the moment, but it's good to see these guys who just didn't quite make it. And like you look at the team of Lynx who probably just fell short of throwdown, and suddenly they're competing in this and still having a chance of winning some prize money and playing a league, which is just amazing. So.
And I think it's a good way. If you think about it, Cubic, if this didn't really existed, you just got some tournaments here and there. These teams, the reason why they put a team together and they want to play competitively is they want to be in a league. They want to have string games. They want to be talked about. There needs to be controversy. It has, like, they want the spotlight. That's where it's all at. They want the spotlight on them. This is their way of learning. And when they go into the leagues like Throwdown and ESL and whatnot, they have that experience in terms of league play, and they can take, even though it's not going to be the same intensity cubic, it's still going to be a set of experience where they're played in a competition format, they're following a set of rules, and they're being talked about, and people are watching them going, "Hey, God, this is my favorite guy. This is my favorite guy." When they go into these big leagues, everyone follows. So it's a positive experience.
Oh yeah, and look, this is the thing. This is these guys, they play some fantastic Rocket League, but they're just not being recognised for it yet either. So I think Payback's about to tell us to shut up and go into the game now anyway.
We are waiting for the players.
Yep.
So we're filling time out. The guys jumping onto the side. So Deft getting in square one as well. Have a look at his lineup. So Bailey, mate, Lewis, Tootle, there's no IDK. And, well, Justice Robo is there. It's a change in seer. So maybe they're playing with us. No sub coming in for Deft. So a real crack for them as we get going. First game, the second round today, essentially round number 6 in league play. Ball sent out wide for the moment. Tootle with a double touch, sends in front of goal, but Seaver clears. This one now, held up, Seaver again. We do expect him to be dangerous. Just depends when he wants to be, Cubic. Oh, Tootle. Playing with fire right there.
This square one team, like every time I look at them, Seaver, Change and Justice Robo, they are a good side. I think they've just been a bit unlucky over the past few weeks, Bizer, and they can certainly get a better higher position than what we've seen so far.
It's like Cubic's not even in the server. Didn't even see Change have a crack at those goals there. A nice shot in the end, second on the backboard. Bailey, mate, we do expect him to do some crazy stuff, but already out of boost. Needs to be careful how much he spends. League play is all about timing and how much you use in terms of boost in the right positions. Flip over to the ball if you have to. Tootle sets us inside. Change dangerously down the middle. Bailey made nice little touch here. Put the pressure on the seat, but no one attacks us of yet. Lewis, nice little redirection to the middle, but straight to the defender. And they clean out a couple little moments here for Deft on the defense.
Yeah, and look, they've got to work hard for it as well. Tootle, Bailey, mate, and Lewis, certainly, guys, they're going to put those shots on and have good cracks at them. So it's good to see Defs get straight up there and have a good crack at their defense instead.
Tootle, the bouncing ball change just in the nick of time. You can tell they're going straight up into the top of the stadium that he was forced on that point. Tootle now with the second touch. Just be hard to come down on. Seaver having that is a long clearance. Oh, Bailey, mate, doing everything he possibly can to stop that. And, well, it would have been a bouncing ball. Who knows if that went up into the top of the net or at least half the backboard. We'll never know because it never went there. This one back to the middle. 3 minutes remaining. We're tied up at the moment, but this game's starting to pick up pace.
Absolutely. It's a lot, lot less controlled than what I thought I'd see Def play. They're sort of just playing it to each other, playing it down the wing and hoping for touches. But look, it's working out in their favour. I think they play a lot more in their forward half than what Square One's played so far.
One pop to Bailey. Seaver downfield. Interesting touch coming from Seaver too. Nice follow-up in the end. There's the first goal for Deft.
What a touch by Seaver. I mean, he just followed that on. It was a great bounce off the wall for him, off the top of the car, and puts it into the side of Tootle, who just couldn't quite get a save on it.
Well, it's interesting. First goal strikes with Deft, and Square One being put down to the back foot. Bailey, mate, looking to put himself into the action, and a brilliant save coming from Seaver. And it's got elements of the qualifiers. The saying that Justice Robo runs away with a goal, second for Deft.
Yeah, he just took that right away from Seaver. He got a fantastic save, and just you can say it was, I suppose, can we call that a fake Bizer? Initially went for the fake, rolled his car, and ended up getting a second touch.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, I reckon. Justice Robo, well done.
Halfway down first game, 2-goal lead. Deft in control right now. Got to be careful though on the defense. That one stretching Seaver. Justice Robo, well, he gives it straight to Tootle. He gives it straight back. Probably not the play he was looking for. Bailey right now, inside line. likes the work, but again, boost not in his favour. This one played forward for Lewis. He's straight to the defender. Seaver out of place. Cut shot. Oh, it's on! Bar down! 2-0 with the first goal for Square One.
I expected that to go a lot faster than 84 Ks. That looked like it flew in at least 150 and came off the bar. Really well done. It was a good touch from the 50-50, really.
Well, they're in this game right now. Not out yet, Square One. 2-0. Probably being one of the absolute fantastic players that we saw in week 1 and accredited as well from IDK. And he had a big first week in terms of league play, so we're expecting this to be all 2-2 again. He looks to go, he's outsmarted everyone. He ties the game up.
Oh, this is just a classic 1-2 play. You see Toodle play it off to Lewis there. Lewis straight back into Toodle. No one saw it coming. You can see Seaver trying to get some sort of save on it, but it was too well executed.
Classic 1-2. It's tied up 1:38. You got some fanboys in chat, mate.
Yeah, I'm just about to
tell them to go away. Okay, no worries. It's on downfield. Toodle. Oh no, a mistake coming out from Toodle has set Seaver up, and well, he's a little bit savage on himself there. Great pass. Had to clear long.
Yeah, you can see where he was going for that one as well. He was trying to get up the wall and getting a big clear off to the other side of the field. Unfortunately, it just didn't quite work out, whether he ran out of boost on the wall or just the ball bounced off a little bit too far. It just popped in front of goals, and that's where it ended up.
Well, league back here for Deft. They're looking to continue more pressure change. A slammer of a shot, but defence was there. Held it out now. The chance to work forward. Toodle straight downfield. Seaver's going to be checked here, but he's able to get the speed coming out. That one 50-50 change coming across, and now counters. Bailey Mate loves this. It almost works out with the dunk, but it can't get the touch in the end. Toodle forward play. The angle, well, it's not going to work for him. Lewis again. Pressure being set here by Square One. Brilliant shot coming from Lewis. No. It takes its time, but it gets over the line.
It was like a pinball in between those goalposts there for a second. Lewis, what a fantastic shot over the top of Seaver. Crossbar, what do you call it? Woodwork, side post, straight in. Absolutely nuts.
Crossbar to the upright.
There you
Woodwork.
go.
We need some paint here, Cubic.
Yeah, I reckon.
Can you go off the Bunnings, get us a 4 litre of paint of blue and orange? I'm going to need it here in Australia. This one. Now for Robo off the fence. That is not a good clearance in anyone's mind there. Need to go out wide, but this team had it covered. Seaver. Been good so far. Can't be all about him. Now there's 2 committed going forward. This is going to be tricky, but they do hold it though. Lewis, he missed times. In goes Robo. They take the lead back. That is a crucial defensive error at the wrong time of the match.
I couldn't quite tell what he was thinking there when he went for that save. Whether he was trying to get a bounce off the backboard. He probably should have gone up the wall and gone for a big clear there. But instead he completely missed time buys, and that's a shocking time to do it as well.
Well, last 10 right now. What we've seen is quick goals in succession for Square One when they want to. Here's another chance. Rolling in the middle. Everyone's committed. Seaver with the annoying touch. Robo trying to get it out. Changed after the last man on defense. Bailey. He'll keep this up here. We know what Bailey Mate's like. Oh, it sets on. They got it into the side post. Lewis now Toodle. He'll hold. Played up by Lewis. Backboard. Oh my goodness. Deft are out of position here, but they're not going to be able to get this one. They tried the best, but they couldn't get in front of the defense, just holding on. Deft at the end. Oh, wow. What a first game.
Oh, that last 10 seconds or so when I was in golden goal time, not golden goal. Let's try again. 0 hero goal time. trying to get that last goal to equalise it. That was just absolutely nuts. You can see Square, Toodle, Lewis, and Bailey with every effort to keep it up. And as much as Deft wanted, they tried hard to put it down, and in the end, it accidentally went down. Look, good work to Seaver. 5 saves by that. That was absolutely nuts. Worked hard on defense, but he also got the 2 goals up front, so he had an absolute ripper game. And Justice Robo and Change support him beautifully as well with another 3 saves between them.
It seems to be Seaver's team to play. Like, he enjoys playing Square One. He's sort of star of the show, works himself into the match, gets the goals where it's needed, but also gets him with the saves. So I'm interested to see what game 2 looks like. Interesting to see Bailey make his first game of league play coming into this. Also the first pickup his first probably official outing as Square One. A little bit shaky at the start and not able to grab that control, but I do expect him to set into his own right.
Absolutely, we know what Bailey's capable of. He's got some fantastic mechanical skills that he can really take advantage of. It's something that he's probably put in place. I think they played the community night last night and took it out. So, like to see him get up and a bit more this game, Bozza.
Just as Robo forward with the first attack, Seaver high, straight into the woodwork. Get that paint cubic.
Yeah.
Just envisioned you with a 4-liter, a ladder, a step ladder or a full ladder, and that paintbrush in hand, and overalls.
Just painting get a that sponsor.
Yeah, we are. That'd be really cool, eh?
Yeah, it would be.
Turtle downfield. That one going to drop, but Seaver holding up for now. Justice Robo down. Gets it to the midfield line. Turtle trying to channel this back. Put Robo under a bit of pressure here. Bailey mate gets countered by Seaver. This one going to float in front of goal. Seaver back down. Change good possession over the top. Can't be saved. It was almost a Spider-Man, but a little too late. Change for the first goal here for Def.
Well, really well worked by Seaver. 2-2, unfortunately, coming in and missing the save, which lined up Seaver for a fantastic centre. Straight in the changes bonnet. We put it right in the centre of the goals. It's fantastic work.
Well, double defensive commit as well, and both of them throwing at the ball. Bailey, mate, got to work himself into a total again. Nice strong shot. Straight into the defense there. Lewis with a demo. Unhappy right now as Square One, and well, they don't want to be playing behind. They need to get themselves in front. First and foremost, there's a goal to be scored. Bailey, mate, just holding this one in the midfield. Give a chance for a rotation. Still no one's back here. Lewis finally gets there. Robo with a challenge. Sets down for Tootle. Got the Hungy. Now wants the inside ball. Seaver realises, plays it to his advantage. Down for Bailey, mate, the bouncing off the roof. Easily read by change in the end. Seaver, he's read on top of that. Back and forth will go as Robo looks to try and use his backboard. But pressure not really setting a light for his team. Tootle downfield. Change again. Tell you what, no one can really gain possession as they go forward.
No, absolutely not. It sort of just seems like every time a ball goes forward, the defensive half just gets a good clear on it and quickly goes back into the other half.
Tootle hanging on. Spot will set down here, Lewis. Now Tootle's got aggressive here. There's a double commit coming out. Everyone's not home there from Square One. If they can move it quickly, Def, it's chances, but the ball brought back inside. It's pinched. Rotation now coming back in line. This one crossed beautifully. Tootle blocked up, and it gets they will get it out here, Def. But that was a close one.
It seems really, really tough for Square One. They just can't make anything work in the forward half, and Deft are certainly making the opportunities for them as well. They've left the goal open quite a few times, more than what I'd like. So they've just got to take advantage, try and get those passes into the balls, use the mechanical skills that all three players have. Seaver.
Even better work coming here from Change, though. Gets down the field as the two will caught tight. Seaver, quick rotation inside. Works the angle as well. Defense not set up as sort of expectation for Square One to get it going forward. With that demo as well coming onto Lewis, it really put him out of position. So a smart, clever play coming out by Def there. Taking control in this match halfway down. Tell you what, Square One, a little bit risky tonight for them.
Yeah, it's not quite worked out in their favour. And, guys, just so you know, Justice Robo's still got the tilt noises going on in his car.
Well, I know. Tell me about it. I think he's got a different car as well, the Venom.
He does, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yep. I don't want to listen to it. I'm getting off him. Every player has complained about that, and he just smiles and giggles. He's probably really hated it, lad. Who knows? Lewis, off the end there. We shouldn't banter about the players. He'll take pride in that. Lewis now. Oh, big hole coming through.
Look, this is the mechanical skills that we can see from Square One. Dahlia, mate, with a fantastic touch off the wall, and Lewis gets up, puts it over the top of both goalkeepers into the top left corner where they came from. So really, really well played there by Square One.
Good heights at the moment. Square One, well, they do get a goal, but we saw this in the last game. They couldn't gain control. It did go back and forth as a shootout. Now it'll start to open up. Lewis again. Total, good position. Change. Well, he's just got that perfect. Total! it's not going to work. The angle, it was clever in the end. The ball was coming to him, but had to turn the car a little bit more. 1:20 remaining. It's a tough game at the moment for Square One, and they definitely need to get a quick goal.
Oh, I was going to say something, but I thought that could have gone in. Yeah, look, at the moment, the defense coming from Deft are just a little bit too strong for them. They need to get something work, some sort of passing play that we saw before between Bailey, mate, Lewis, and Tootle that could set this game alight.
A boost situation in the corner there when it should have been a challenge on the ball. This now sets up an attacking position for Deft as they control this passage of play in their forward half. Square One not gaining control. This is valuable time now. Everyone is out here. Seaver won't make the mistake across the defensive end. He's too warmed up for that at the moment. Lewis, well, the ball never hit the roof and he was waiting for that, so he went fully up for it. Possession not in their favour. Robo back down. Seaver, well, that is a tight angle. I don't think you're ever going to work that one. Change. Just lingering in front. Tootle now. He has to do this himself here. Looks to go. He'll be high off the backboard. Robo will connect. Soft touch at the moment. Bailey, well, he flipped right at the last minute, hoping that he would get the turn of the car. It didn't happen. Lewis, Bailey into the middle. Tootle, bouncing ball changes there with a save. And that will be all she wrote in terms of gameplay here. The bouncing ball will end up in their defence. Deft, they'll take it 2-0.
And well played by Deft. They really earned it. They kept their defense on point. Change and Seaver having another ripper of a game. Seaver with another 3 saves and a goal. Change 6 shots, 1 goal, 2 saves. Huge effort coming in. Look, Square One, I reckon a bit unfortunate there. They've got a great lineup again. As I said, boys, lots of mechanicals coming from the team. Have not hit their stride so far tonight, though.
Crazy. So no IDK in terms of Square One, and we see a big change in terms of skill level coming through. Like, let's not take away from Bailey, mate. First game, first league play, first outing experience for Square One. Struggled a little bit.
And it's very obvious. I mean, he had 1 save and 2 shots with only 1 assist. But Bailey, mate, we've seen him before on Vapour tournament Spicer. He does some magical things in front of goals. It's just, I was just wondering how he's. It's been sort of a quick entering into this team. So I wonder if it's probably been a bit too quick, and maybe he needs another week with him to learn how the style's played.
Well, it's only because of the unavailability in terms of IDK not available for tonight. That gave him the chance, but at the moment, second game not working out. Now, just having a quick look in the round 5 game, they took a win against Team Tahit, so they definitely off stream. They've got the first game tonight. The second game they go down, so they're 1-1 for tonight, which means they're 3-3 in terms of league play games. Interesting.
Is also 3-3
Yeah,
for the night now.
There you go. An eye for an eye. Beautiful. Right. Where did Def go down? Clarity. There you go. So looking at the results around the parks, we still yet to see Lynx and Electricity finish, and Faint and Guardian to finish as well. But what we do know is the 2-0 in terms of Deft over Square One. And the other game, Clarity eSports 2-0. They're having a big night so far. 2-0 Deft in the first game and a 2-0 Team Tahit. Now, in terms of where they are sitting, Clarity, that will make themselves 4-2 after 6 games. So an interesting round. They're starting to creep up that ladder as expected.
Well, 4-2 puts them in second over Faint.
That's right.
If Faint loses game, Clarity go up to second, which is huge, and it's sort of really unexpected because I had Clarity maybe in the top 4, but pushing second is a massive achievement for those guys.
They'll probably end up staying at third after this round's finished because Lynx more unlikely will take that win as well. And Faint will take that win. So they both go 5-1. But what's really interesting is that top position is tied up at the moment, and it comes down to percentage and the way it works out. So interesting stuff as we head into the third round for tonight. Second week of league play, ladies and gentlemen. Square One and Deft was your match there. Next one coming up will be Lynx and Guardian. Lynx again dominating, and they'll continue to dominate for tonight. We saw him in the first game against Faint, 2-0. Guardian, well, tough games for them, and we expect this, Cubic. We expect this one to be pretty tough as well. We'll come back after the break, and we'll talk about what Guardian need to do and how they need to achieve their gameplay against Lynx, because we've all seen and know how Lynx play. It's all about guarding in this one. We'll see you right after this.
looking down from the heights that we have built all by ourselves. And there is fear of the unknown, but we cannot lose control when we feel like the world is against us. We're trying to find ourselves without the defining words. We can no longer hold on to what only makes us hurt. We cannot sink into the dark. The vertigo is getting Now which way do we go is the question to ask. There are so many choices that it's hard not to look past. What is real and what is fake, and the risk we have to take. Will we know what is throwing off our balance? Trying to find ourselves without the defining words. We can no longer hold on to what only makes us hurt. We cannot sink into the dark. The vertigo is getting sharp. There's something greater than ourselves that we must reach for. Into the infinite that we must reach. Into the infinite that we must reach. Into the infinite that we must reach. Into the infinite that we must reach.
I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. I know where we can go, where the sunrise lasts forever, and it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Come get lost with me. 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 Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Vapour Nordic League. It's week 2 that we are in. The third game tonight about to happen on your stream. It is Lynx taking on Guardian. Right now, Lynx fighting for the contender at the top of the ladder. And, well, Guardian, it's been a struggle story in week 1. And again, a struggle story coming into the third game of week 2. They're yet to have a win. And this is a scary point for them. If they can't come away this week with a win, it suggests that they won't be able to make finals, playoffs, or even get off the bottom of the ladder. And that's not what we want in this league. We want a little bit of teams to challenge from the bottom side and make some major upsets. My name is Bizer, and joining me is Cubic. Let's break this down. Guardian, big game required by them.
Yeah, very, very big game. We see the stats on screen now, and look at that, just pretty much 8th across the board, apart from the saves, where they're sitting in 5th. Lots needed. In saying that, though, Bizer, tonight I think they're making a bit of an improvement. So they've come up against Electricity tonight. Both games they lost by 1 goal, right? Then they came up against Saints, who we've seen tonight. Both games they lost by 1 goal. So look,
that sucks.
It does. And I don't think that the stats here are reflecting the way they're playing. I think there's certainly a lot more opportunity for these guys. So that I don't think counted out yet. They've got a lot of work to do. Don't get me wrong, but I think they've just not hit their luck tonight.
Well, sitting on the side of Guardian, Axel, Dinesy, and Pickets, Deck Sharp and Mirko have their subs for their side. As we take a look at Lynx, we saw them a little bit earlier in the night, and it's such a strong display from them, taking on the number 1 side currently sitting in this league play, Fate, and they did it 2-0. Still close battles between, and didn't score many goals, but essentially they just look the stronger team. A lot of pass plays from them. Their team consisting of Sammy, Snares, and Delusion tonight. And again, you just have a look at it. Some strong stats to walk through this league by.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't expect anything else from Lynx. They're such a strong team, and we talk about it time and time again. Their defense is just astonishing at the moment. You can see they're sitting first in saves, 42 saves so far in this league competition, but also they've got good stats when it comes to everything else. They've got goals, third, 17 goals, third for assists, third for shooting percentage as well, which is 30.91%. So, look, they've certainly got some good stats going on there, and they're looking pretty promising to be probably minor premiers.
Yeah, look, I would think after week 2, we'll see some of those thirds change into seconds and potentially first for Lynx. So some really good attack and some great social media stuff coming out from their guys. If you don't have their Twitter, make sure you get on it, because they're continuing to tweet and be or you can see that right now, refreshed. Lynx taking on Electricity. So I'm just going to retweet that. There you go. Guys, go onto Twitter, follow these teams. They all have social profiles, and that'd be awesome. It's all about being interactive here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for you guys out there, we want you guys to be interactive. So interactive. What did I say? Attractive? Interactive? Wow.
Interactive.
Well, it's a new word. I don't know what it means, but it's a new word. We know what it's like. Give us your picks. Who's going to win? Will it be Lynx? Will it be Guardian? By how much? Can Guardian get a game? And like, I'm asking you this question too, but I'm also asking chat. What needs to happen from Guardian's point of view here? What do they need to focus on to make sure that Lynx don't get a moment of a game where they just open up the goals and score 1, 2, 3 to smash them in? What a Guardian going to have to do in this game?
To beat Lynx in this game, they're going to have to break down their defense, and this is the biggest thing from Lynx at the moment is their defense is so strong. Feint could hardly score against them, which is Feint sitting currently in the live ladder at the moment anyway, sitting currently second. So they've got to break down this defense somehow and do it pretty well. On the other hand, they've also got to stop Delusion. I mean, Delusion just looked on fire early on in the stream, Bizer, and he's just he can score from pretty much any angle. So it's going to be a tough one for Guardian.
Playing the Batmobile. It was dominated. I think we have everyone in here. Am my eyes playing tricks on me?
No, we're still waiting on
We got-
Faint to come in. Oh, Leagues to come in, sorry.
Deck Sharp, Axel, and Dinesy. Okay, so still waiting on links to go through. Chat, well, it looks tied up at the moment, 1-1. But well, the other thing is, guys, I think we need to get more people in here. I think there's a lot more in terms of Rocket League community that can come and support this, especially the top end. Top end, come and support you, the teams below you, because they come and watch you. I think it needs to be mutual out there. Who knows, Cubic? Maybe it'll be a little bit more hype when it comes to the finals, but I'm really loving this right now. The players are loving this. There's positive feedback coming through, so it's fantastic. Now, since we're waiting, let's do a couple of shout-outs. Match Arena, obviously one.
Yeah, Match Arena. Make sure you get those codes and you can see them on stream right now. Use that code to donate your free $1 US. And if you're feeling generous, guys, donate to what these players, the players' prize pool as well. Match Arena is currently sitting at $649.34. I know Nightman could have a fit if you saw that.
Pixel Engineers as well, also chipping in. They put $50 into the league play that you can see on Match Arena, but also supporting in the background as well, along with Rocket League Oceania, the support from there, and OCA Rocket League, which is you and myself, my friend, coming in and doing the shoutcasting for these guys. So it's actually quite thoroughly enjoying, because we've traditionally done the Friday Night Live, the 2v2 Legends here for Vapour. And now we're seeing Vapour sort of get their turn on their channel and getting all the light, which is 100% okay, because A, it's their tournaments. B, they've worked hard, and over the last 6 months, they've built a great tournament gaming organisation, and really enjoyable with that as well. Looking to go to the next class, next level. Who knows? Vapour for EU, Vapour for NA, maybe. Maybe we see them in Asia sooner or later. But guys, great organisation behind here. We're still waiting for players here for links.
We'll keep shouting up at Biza. Nordic Gaming, also shout out to those guys who teamed up with Vapour to open up this league. And I don't know whether it's running yet. Should get some confirmation. But they're going to have an open ladder running out of their Discord channel soon. So I think you type in exclamation mark Nordic.
Sorry, Viper's the one who's been heading all this up with his friends. And they have completely built a system, a ladder system that revolves around Discord. And I'll tell you what, it's in its alpha stages right now, about to be tested and trialed. And just to let you guys know, once a week there's a stream day, and it will be shoutcasted by me. So if you guys time it well and you book yourself on the night you want some shoutcasting, I'll be happy. And I'll be there doing the shoutcasting for you guys on the Nordic Gaming channel, which we will leak in the future as soon as it's all ready and up and running. But that's essentially starting in the next couple of weeks, Cubic. So it's really exciting to see that there's a new level here. It's not just about playing tournaments anymore. There's now a ladder coming back in, which I know you've never seen, but back right when Rocket League started in 2016, there was a ladder that had all the pro teams on it, and then leagues started coming out from that ladder. So it's just really exciting that we get to see that introduced back. Players, teams that don't want to play in sort of tournaments and get knocked out in the second round and then go do something else. It's more so, right, we can challenge people for positions, and then we can hold those positions, and then we can sort of fight. And then when we start to get a run, maybe we can go up to the top 10, or we can go up to the top 15. So it starts to show us that there's more teams than what there really is in the region. And I think we could talk about it all the time. If we talk about ESL, they got 30 to 40 teams signing up all the time. Regardless, we're getting off sidetrack. Teams are ready here. It is Lynx taking on Guardian. Shout out to everyone in chat. We're about ready to get underway as we get into this. The boys jumping on side. They're probably like, Bias, why are you talking again? Cubic, give me a winner.
Yeah. Oh, look, I think it's going to be Lynx here, unfortunately, for Guardian.
Okay, well, there it's at. I would say a 2-0 prediction there coming from Cubic. I can read his mind in his crystal ball right now. Bluey. Hold up. Bluey's in. Hello.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to substitute here, and that's Delusion out. So the big player of the first game, Delusion, taking a breather here. I don't know whether it's sort of give Bluey a little bit of a run. He hasn't played in a little while, or Delusion had to go. But Bluey coming into this suggests their lineup will just get even stronger. Sammy Oh, just looking to do it all himself. Almost gets past Deck Sharp. Does the defensive work there. Snares backboard. Snares with a big shot! Oh!
Look, you have to rewatch that one. That's absolutely amazing. Turns his car right around, gets on top of the ball, and pops that one in from almost an impossible angle, Bizer.
Oh my goodness. A sense of what's about to happen here the next 4 minutes of play. Snares in another position to do a weird wacky angle. This time it comes down in front of Axel. Does enough work there. Bluey traveling up. Now he's faked everyone here. The ball coming down. Axel with the control. Able to bring that one on. Snares another 50-50 that goes in his favour. Sammy will get up for this, but Steinsy very quickly working his downfield. Brought on by Snares. Lynx right now not letting any attack go past the halfway line. It's dominant display.
Oh, Sammy. Well, you just can't miss at the moment. Great pass in the centre there by Bluey, and Sammy just looping right around, gets a great touch in over the top of
crossbar.
Deck Sharp, was it?
Yep.
Yep.
Poor Deck Sharp.
Unfortunate.
2-0 right now. Third game for tonight. One more left on the stream. This one in the first of this series. Sammy, far side, link down, Snares. Bluey shot on. Wasn't quick enough for that attack. Does put the pressure on the backboard. The Lynx can get a second and third effort. Sammy now just a bit wide on that one. Heads off the backboard. They try to carry down the middle Guardian here, but suggest that they need to probably relieve out wide, bring it back inside, and cause a little bit of pressure on it. Lynx just holding this up right now. Bluey not able to get that challenge as Axel gets it down. Now that angle cut in. It should be a goal coming from Bluey. A great follow-up.
Yeah, Boz, I spoke about this last week again. You can see, if you just watch Deck Sharp there, he got drawn out to the boost, put his car right around the wrong way, and Bluey just came in over the top. Again, just getting... Guardian still getting drawn out of goal just a little bit too early, I think. Oh, no.
Okay, so we haven't got no player move here. Oh.
Oh, we forgot.
Oh. Oh, that's unexcusable.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lesson. It's going to be a big, big lesson for Guardian to get their kickoffs right. Also, they're talking in the strategies right now. Even chat sees what's going on. On the 3 minutes of play, Lynx starting to carry their own here. 4 goals. This could be a nightmare of a game to open, and they continue to work as we get halfway down. Bluey. Sammy can't connect. Dynzy will be able to work this forward now. Got the challenge of Snares up. Axel. No pace to that one. Bluey was quickly moving. Now Sammy over the top there. Quick on the pace here in terms of Lynx. Bluey. Oh, Snares will try and... Why? He snatched it! Oh! Woohoo!
I've got to watch how he got it. That's absolutely nuts.
He's put the nose down.
Wow.
Oh.
Back tyres.
Oh. Savage. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No.
Well, Bluey's happy. Happy to let that one go. Why not? 5 goals right now. 2 minutes 20. Axel shot on, but defense is there. Bluey clears. The 1-2 back to Sammy. Now backboard play. Bluey will go again. Touch. Well, it's awkward for his teammates to go, so they're going to be forced wide now to recover. Sammy plays back. Snares. This is not too bad in the end here. It's going to be high. Oh, they looked for the combination as well. Pretty, yeah. Bluey always makes it work. Sammy there too. So Lynx all out in the rotation. Just needs to be quickly down the field. Dynzy mistimes himself. Oh, and Axel, well, he swings that one high. So an attack that's gone begging. Guardian needed to make that work there and should have punished the opposition.
Yeah, it was an open goal and an easy shot there for it was a Deck Sharp. Just couldn't quite get his car around quick enough to get a shot, but he gets another one there. And this is the defense coming from Lynx again. It's really good on that goal line.
Sammy quickly down the wing. Looks for this counter. Does get the 50-50 stance in the best position possible. Oh, he looked like getting that inside ball, but Deck Sharp cuts it off. And he needed to right now. Guardian in a tricky spot. I haven't seen 5 goals putting that back of the net in the minutes worth of play in any league play. This one tightening up though. At least it tightened it. Last minute of play, do we see a goal score?
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean by Guardian. You know what I mean?
You didn't specify. Well, that's really unfortunate. Axel just went for some sort of flip back into the corner and capped the bottom of his car. And then both defenders in all sorts of positions to try and get that one. I couldn't make it work.
First game of nightmares for Guardian. Hate to say it, but it's certainly a nightmare game. Pressure has been intense on them, but if anything they've got to walk away from here is, oh, well, that would have been that would have been the one that wakes you up. That one there. Just finally get a cracker of a shot on goal. That's Dynzy. Sammy over the top. Bluey downfield. It's going to be wide for now, but this angle will be cut. It's dropping, but it's off the crossbar. Two players. Again, they're not talking here, Guardian. Sammy just goes, well, if you're not going to approach the ball, I'm going to hit it for you. Gets the 50-50. Snares down corner. Snares. And, well, I got lost there. Bluey as well working that one. Sammy back out to the middle. So pressure relief, but time gone.
Yeah, it's Guardian. You can see that they had to rush back there again, getting drawn out of goals and probably not connecting with it as well as they should have. Lynx are just running rings around it at the moment.
Well, it's a game that Guardian would not want to have here on stream. A tough one, but Lynx, they set their tone for the series.
Yeah, and that's the sort of way they've been playing. Bluey coming in as a sub and just dominating by 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 6 shots. Absolutely massive game from him. We know how good he can be. He's always played well with Semi and also Snares as well, who had great games as well. Bizer, that was 90% in the defensive half for Guardian. They just could not break the wall being set up on the halfway line by Lynx. It was good to see Dynzy try and get up there. He had a couple of shots on net, and one of them looked pretty promising. But Guardian, they just need to take their opportunities when they get them, and they missed one at least in that game.
50% more scoring shots from Lynx than Guardian. Just shows you how much more pressure they're putting on Guardian to get chances, but defense was absolutely crazy. And you just have a look at all of them saved as well. So Guardian, when they did get shots, they're on target. But again, they're going to work on trying to clear out the defense. And at the end, their rotation was put under so much pressure that they weren't able to get the 2-man up and get a demo player or at least draw a player out or use the backboard. So it's going to be interesting how they go about this, but they have to get control, slow the game down because it's pace from Lynx that's outdoing them. And Guardian can't get any control of the ball.
Yeah, that's they really need to work on it. They've certainly got the skill to do it, and they're just not living up to what they can. It's probably a real off game, probably one of their worst tonight.
Well, I want to see a 3-game series. I'm sick of the 2-0s. Guardian, do something amazing right now and show us why you're here in league play. Oh, Axel, high angle for him. This one going to be sent right down, counter in the middle. A little bit of pressure put on the Lynx defense end here, and they'll continue to try and work their rotation back into sync. This one down for Dex Sharp, floating it on. Bluey right there with a chance, and you can't give him a quick ball because he'll quickly move it out. This time, Snares out wide. Dex Sharp into an attacking position will force Sammy up early. Dex should get this back in. Sets it up for his teammate Dynzy. Now the bouncing ball, still not in a hot spot. Still not in the best position they want to attack. They're being forced back. Oh no, the roof shot will put Axel under pressure. That was it even by his own teammate bringing it back. Guardian very lucky not to give that one away.
Yeah, look, it was good work there by Axel in the end. He got it nice and clear and got the save real quickly. So just keep up that defensive wall that they've got going at the moment. Fight it out in the midfield and see if they can wear Lynx down.
Axel forward. Does read the second touch, but wrong side. Sammy being patient here. Now Axel's got this one now. It's passed forward. Sammy, what he needs to do is drop this ball. Oh, that was so close by Snares. You can see they're looking to do. Drop the ball slightly and Snares comes through and wants to slam it home, but not to be.
No, and so close. You see when they look forward to these passing players, they just do it really, really well as well, Lynx. So not quite that time, but we'll see plenty more, I imagine.
Bluey, he's gone to his own teammate there. Unfortunate. Axel now picks us up on the wall, sends it down. Dynzy doesn't have the air game here. Snares knew what was going on. The redirection from Sammy. Big. Lynx for the first goal.
And Axel, you can see with another trying to get it clear into that forward line, but Sammy was just beautifully positioned. Bit of style points coming in with that goal as well.
Stylish. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Guardian with a couple of challenges early on, but this game has been better for them. It hasn't been such a blowout. They need to make sure the defenses continue to stay strong. Working on offensive play coming from that end. Now this one's set up for Bluey. Going to be high off the backboard, tilting the car down.
Oh.
Well, it's more so a fake of Stairs is right behind the shadow. And he makes the second goal go in.
Again, the passing play is just absolutely astonishing. You can see Bluey. He probably wanted that goal in the end. Committed to the boost a bit too heavy, but Snares was there right behind him, following it up, putting it right down into the back of the net.
Oh, Bluey a little bit rusty. I hate to say it.
He played a great game last one, though.
I know.
I'll back you, Bluey, don't worry.
We know his standards are high class.
Yeah.
As soon as he starts to dominate, you know when Bluey's playing Snares now. Looking for that touch, and not to be. Sammy off the back line. Running over the pads here. Almost gets a 1v1 game past Axel, but played the defensive line well. Now this is where Guardian fall down. Just don't clear that well. This time no one counters in the middle, so they do get a clearance, and they're able to set up at least a mid-line block attack stance, using the roof to get this over the top. They do have it wide for the moment, halfway down in game number 2. Bluey bring us inside. Sammy almost flipping into the position. He did end up getting the touch there, so just imagine if he had a little bit earlier, an attack coming from Bluey as well. It'll be held up at the moment, but Lynx, an opportunity down for them. Still in it at the moment, Guardian.
Yeah, it's certainly not over. There's plenty of time left, and it's only a 2-goal game, so there could be a first one here. Deck sharp.
They needed this, so double commit coming out from Bluey and Snares there. Sammy tries to get across. A nice recovery coming out from Deck Sharp to get themselves the first goal. It's good. Finally, the first goal out of 2 games.
Yeah, look, they're more than capable of scoring goals as well. They're very good at it, in fact. But the Lynx defense has just held up so well previously, so we just got to keep wearing it down and putting that pressure on.
Midline plays Sammy. The angle.
Oh.
No, not like this. Not like this, Axel. Yeah, I'm with you, String Shot. Ouch. Absolutely ouch. That one definitely not going to do any favours as they come down to a tricky point of this game. 90 seconds remaining. Guardian, Axel has to make up for that defensive error. Looks to try and work this one inside. Now, there's already an overcommitment there before that ball's even launched in.
No.
And now they're going to be caught out. Deck Sharp can't get a defensive. Oh, Bluey. Oh, no. A couple errors from both sides. Maybe a chance here for Dynasty, but he has to play wide. And won't be able to get that second touch counted nicely. Has Snares, Sammy, inside angle, coming off the backboard. Should be finished. And it's not by Bluey. Again, another miss.
Oh, boys, being harsh on Bluey tonight, but look.
I love Bluey, but I want him to score.
But fair enough. Look, he hasn't had the greatest game this game. Just having a look, he's only had the 1 assist and 2 shots so far, so he can certainly step it up if he wanted to.
And Snare should be able to get to this one. Deck Sharp does enough in the speed. Deck Sharp's picked us up here. Coming across Sammy. Just knew where to place himself and not to go aggressive early. Let that ball come to him. This is played here. Looks like a couple Tarzan swings to brought down. Oh, that was so close. All 3 having a go. You can tell right now, Lynx looking for a montage goal, at least in this point. Bluey cuts off a midline counter play. Axel able to stop that forward line attack. The 50-50s at the moment, last 10 seconds. Quick goals need to happen here.
Oh.
It's not going to be. Oh, what a pass play. Sammy and Lynx. And Bluey.
Bluey, there's your man there, guys. Look at that. Controls it coming down off the wall. Puts it on top of the calf, licks it up for Sammy. Amazing, amazing control coming out from Bluey there.
Well, there's word on the street that Delusion's having dinner. That's why he's not playing. Savage. Well, Bluey likes that anyway. Get himself into a montage goal. That was a beautiful flick in the end here. This will be all she writes in terms of game number 3. Maybe they'll do it. No, they won't. Lynx taking the second round. We've seen 2-0s tonight, Cubic. And the third game, well, it stays with the trend.
Yeah, and it seems to be the way of tonight as well, boys. I mean, every other game so far has been a 2-0. So, look, I suppose that Guardians got a bit of work to do and got some VODs to watch over the coming week. I think they've got 2 weeks worth to see how they can improve and how they can get a game off another team. But I don't know what to say about them. I think that
Speed. Speed. It's just positioning and speed, rotation. It's all out. There's a lot of work they've got to do, and it just starts by them practicing against each other. And I think what could be a lot better is that them looking at going, right, instead of winning, instead of trying to make goals happen, let's play 50-50s. Like you gotta. Okay, you're in a league of players that all 7 teams are going to be better than you, Cubic, right? So what do? You don't go all out to try and attack them and win by scoring goals. Like that is the game. In the end of the game is to score goals to win. But 95 to 99% of the time, it's going to result in a loss if you open up your back line. And to score goals, you have to open up your back line on rotation and get scored on. It's about that second and third efforts that gives you the position to get your players back. So at the end, Guardian go forward, they risk their back line and they don't counter that second, third effort. That's where they're getting caught out. So quick play. They need to start working on those 50-50s, just getting up the field. And if they know they're not going to win it, then get in a position where they're going to win that 50-50. From there, in that position, then they can start to counter and they can start to take these balls forward and score those goals. Quick rebound goals as well. Got to make the most of them. So it's really hard for Guardian at the moment because the pace is beating them. So what they've got to look at focusing is staying on the inside of the park and letting these corner balls disappear. Stop playing to the edges. Stop playing to those 100 boosts because those are where a lot of players go. If you stay on the inside, look, you only take the 100 if you're landing on that pad or if you're in the vicinity and you can get to it and playing the ball, right? The rest of the time, you need to play the inside line. If they go corridor and work that, at least that ball's going to come back in. They're going to win 50-50s. Most teams win 50-50s when you play their inside pads. Probably a little bit of advice for them. Go back, have a look at how they played with that. Start to set up a little bit of a passing game. And more so, I would say get away from competitive play, get away from casual practicing, scrim as much as you can. Guardian, scrim. That's where it's going to be for these boys if they're going to improve in the next 2 weeks.
Look, I'll even suggest to these guys, just even if throughout the week they go back, watch the game once and watch particularly how they played, then watch it again and watch how Lynx played, because there was such a massive gap there, unfortunately, and that's not what we want to see in this sort of level. Because I know it's a Guardian, they can score goals and they've proven it tonight. Like I said earlier, they've lost every game by 1 goal, and then they came into a stream game and dropped 5 goals in the first game and didn't pick up any. So they can score, but to me, the biggest issue is the defense. They don't look to defend all the time. They're always looking for the next move to attack. And I've said that many times before. And look, these guys, they just need to review the VODs and watch how the other teams are playing, and then also try and pick up how not only how to break their defenses, but also possibly pick up some of their tactics.
It's funny how much an attraction an 8th place team brings to a league, because it sort of goes, every league's got to have a wooden spoon up, right? But at the point, it becomes really savage with people making comments and or whatnot. What we really like as commentators is these guys knowing where they're at and then making things to, making standards for themselves and their team play and improving over the time and duration, where if we see them the last game on stream and they play 100 times better than what we're seeing in the first week, then you're like, wow, this is really great for them. And we can see a Guardian challenging in the next season and potentially being on top. And then in 6 months' time playing RLCS. And there's going to be these aims for the players, is going, okay, I'm not winning at the moment, but we need to stay positive and continue to work at it. And if you prac hard, you scrim hard, and you have fun enjoying it as well, then you will get into those positions to go. But who knows? We'll see what happens with the players. Shout out to everyone hanging out and chat. We do have the last match of Team Tarhead and Extricity coming up next, but we'll take a break, another 10-minute break, guys. So go stretch those legs, get up, do some star jumps, get the get the blood rushing in your head, Cubic, as we will do. We'll be right back after this. We'll see you in the last match.
I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. 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 I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. 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 I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. Let's have a bit of fun till our downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Vapour Nordic League Play Week number 2. My name is Bizer. Joining me is Cubic. We've had 3 brilliant matches so far tonight in terms of games played in Week 2. And a couple upsets around the grounds that are happening, which has been amazing. We'll quickly touch on that very soon. But it's the last teams tonight. Team Tarhit taking Electricity. What a match this is going to be. And Team Tarhit being formal Battle Cards United. Take us through what it's going to be like tonight here, Cubic.
Oh, I'm really excited to see these guys get picked up by Team Tarhit as well. We had them absolutely take a ripper game out against Lynx last week, and it was a pretty big upset for Lynx, I could imagine. So you can see that as we go through their stats real quick, I suppose, Bizer, they're 2 for 2 at the moment, sitting the 4th roughly on the ladder. Oh, that was the end of last week anyway. And sitting pretty much roughly there for the rest of the stats as well. 14 goals for the week, 11 assists, and 20 saves with a 28% shooting percentage. So not bad coming from Team Tarhit. It's certainly a team to be not to be underestimated in this league play.
Yeah, looking at the team, it is Kupo, A Major 7 and Major, the main guys in the team, SSG and Lucky Luke. Now, saying that, Lucky Luke was last week he played in, and it was a fantastic addition Question is whether that is the same today in terms of who's playing for who. We'll find out in a second. In fact, you know what? I might as well just go look at the channel.
Yeah, no Lucky Luke. It's got A Major
No,
7.
it's
Major.
Cooper. Yep, so Kupo, A Major 7, and Major playing for Team Tate. So we'll see how they go. They're taking on the Extricity that had a big game last round. They actually took out Feint, the number 1 team at the moment in this league, and they took them out. So a big game by them. Let's have a look at their stats.
Yeah, so again, really well done. I had the 1 win last week, and I think it's picked up 2 tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Roughly, they were probably second last on the ladder, just beating Guardian, who still have unfortunately aren't able to pick up a game. But the stats aren't too bad. 27% shot average and 47 shots last week. I'd say their assists are pretty low, unfortunately, for my liking, with only the 7, meaning probably they're not playing as much as a team as what they should be. But I could see it happening tonight, guys. If they picked up the 2 tonight, then I'm sure there's going to be big things to come from these guys.
Absolutely crazy, and I'm just scrambling to find their lineup as I've just got a mess of stuff in here. So Lamont, Goldie, Biso, the team of Kalsa and Engo that we saw the last week play in for Biso. That wasn't part of the lineup. It'd be interesting to see how they set tonight. It does look like it's Kalstar, Goldie, and Lamont. So Kalstar coming in tonight. No Biso. He is the main core, but he's not playing. It's 2 weeks without Biso. Although he's sitting in chat cheering. So there you go. There's something about it. Hi, Biso. How are you? He'll be cheering for his team. Guys, quick shout-outs. Batch Reno. There's codes on your screen there was codes on your screen. You'll see it. So make sure you get that contribution in. If you want to do more than just the code, you're more than welcome. $5, $10 donations, even $50 donations will get shout-outs on stream. So that's one thing we will do for you. So make sure you get on board with that. And, well, it's a community-driven league, and that's what I love about this. Interesting. Let's go around the grounds and touch on round 7 and what games happened, Cubic. And really interesting to see Clarity. They take out Square One, 2-1. We knew Square One was going to be a risky play for them this week, not having IDK in. So they've gone down against Deft. They've gone down against Clarity as well. And I think the previous rounds, looking into it, Square One, they got a win over Team Tahit, and then this one, they're going to be playing. Who are they playing? They're playing Guardians, so they should get that win. So they might be 2-2, 2-2. So that's 4-4 sitting in the middle pack. So a little scary stuff for them. In terms of continuing to go through round 7, Lynx 2-0 on Guardian, Extricity 2-0 on Feint, and a 2-0 for Deft onto Team Tate. There's a lot of 2-0s tonight. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it seems to be the way tonight. I think it's just a matter of teams coming up against each other and getting on a bit of a roll. But in saying that, like, there's been a bit of an upset. Just want to give a shout out to Clarity as well. I mean, they're just dominating buys. They're just looking at the live ladder on Smash GG at the moment, currently sitting in second over Feint. And that's based on the exact same percentage. So winning base because they start with C. But they've really got themselves up there and doing a fantastic job so far.
Yep, I was about to run through that. So Lynx on top after Feint was sitting on top. So it was this sort of a weird positioning for Feint. They sort of drop the ball a little bit here. They drop the bundle and they'll go down. Lynx sit on top. It's probably where my predictions were sitting as well. Clarity up into second, Feint for Deft fourth around that middle pack. Extricity, after that win, actually gives them sort of a better positioning where, you know, they were fighting down at the bottom. So a couple of wins for them, puts them in a good position. Square One struggling today. And you know what? You're not having your major core and your strongest team in 1 week. You play 4 games. It's definitely a struggle if you can't win that night. Team Tate, also a battle for them coming through. They did have a couple great games in the first week, but this week struggling at the moment. So we'll see the games come into play. Team Tahit taking out Extricity. Can Extricity continue their winning ways and put themselves into a good position where they can be fourth on ladder? We'll see what happens with Deft in the around the ground games. Team Tahit, well, a big game for them, Cubic. Give us your tip as we get these players into position.
Look, I'm going to probably back Extricity into this one. These guys are playing really well. An interesting fact, guys, after last week, an Extricity sitting second last on the ladder, Lamont still sat on top of the players' leaderboard, playing 7 games and just having a massive score average there. So,
okay, all right, Beauty. So we're starting with a game that is not what the teams are. So sitting on the blue side, it ain't Lynx. It is the team Target Electricity on the orange side. So let's not get mixed up if we ever hit that tab button. We do have the team names up the top, so we'll run with that at the moment. Perhaps maybe we get a remake. I'm sure next round we'll start it. But Le Mans Electricity here, they're actually in the forward half and they're not able to get that one to work. As it comes back down for A Major 7, scoops it off the wall and encountered by CalStar. So players just playing around with the ball at the moment, looking to get some positional play.
Yeah, it's just touching it at the moment, seeing who's going to do what and how it's going to be played. And the first 40 seconds or so, it seems to be all Tahir.
A Major looking to try and get his touch on this one. CalStar, nice shot at the end. First goal for Electricity.
Really well played by CalStar. It's a great touch to himself off that wall and just gets control of it. Angles his car beautifully, and it's double commit coming from Tahir, or they bumped on the line.
Not sure, wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. I missed it in the replay as well.
Yep. Just making sure everything is working A-OK. Le Mans here for Electricity. Now expect the People's Champ to do something amazing. And how does he have that name? Well, I named him that 6 months ago when he was named the People's Champ in the PRL Discord. This one downfield. Le Mans launches it. Kelby.
Oh, there he is. It's a great touch. You can see A Major 7 coming in for the touch over, and Goldie get the demo on him. Opened up the goals beautifully for Le Mans and put it in the bottom left.
Well, the only what they say about demos, aim for the bang. I'll put a boom also and bang the ball through it. There you go. I made the 2 words work somehow. This one
You got there.
defensively. Thanks, Hubie. Thanks for your support.
Nice.
CalStar out wide at the moment. Major not able to get the hit. CalStar again. Pressure is on. Swings past the goals. Puts the pressure back on defense. Kupo now down the field. Charging at the defense here. Touch. Interesting coming through. Tahir can't connect at the moment. There's multiple whiffs from the team. They might end up paying for this. Kupo though on the back line. Oh no. Hold of the horses. That one was played wide for the moment. So Kupo at the end thought he was out, but did get played into a Major. Now to bring this one up, just gets himself in a good position. Past one defender, but not the second. And at the moment, Team Tate not able to get the forward connection and play on to goal.
No, not quite. I mean, they're being forced on the goal line quite a bit by Electricity at the moment, and it's struggling to get in the forward half and keep it there.
CalStar over 1. Open goal for him to work with his teammate. They launch it on Kupo there in the end. Had some time to get up and save that one. Still, they're not quickly wanting to move this out, Team Tate, and this usually does work in teams' favours. They can hold that ball now downfield. Goldie's the last one there. Straight into him. This to be the counter up at 90, but it's barred down and out. Not to be tired. Missing a goal there, and that would have been crucial to get.
It was a really good play there by Team Tahir as well. They just drew 2 defenders right out of goals, and third one came in and put the shot on net. Unfortunately, the crossbar is not working in their favour tonight.
Le Mans taking it wide defensively. This comes down backboard in the middle. Tahir got 2 players. Take your pick. They finally get the first goal. It's Major with it. They're doing well.
A great touch in off the back wall. CalStar, unfortunately, not able to get a long touch onto the ball like he intended. That's come off the woodwork and in. Get the paint out, Bizer.
Oh, yeah. Get the paint out. Feel like I'm on the block. Painting at all hours of the night. Going to get you. That's when we start singing. Not really. 2 minutes remaining. This one coming down off the roof. Savage. Gold able to do some work here. Now A Major just holding back for the moment. That is A Major 7. Major there with a touch. Ball played up high as Le Mans just patiently waits. Tries to feather himself down. CalStar turning the ball moving forward, but out of position and now dispossessed. Tied with a chance. A Major 7 well, just straight in the goal. He now brings us in the middle. Le Mans great positioning right here. We'll just look for the bouncing ball. Saved on by Kupo. Second efforts here. Count for Electricity, but great little touch from Kupo. Brings this one out. Major needs to time this. Gets the 50-50 over the top. A Major 7 wide. Attack Goldie. Another clearance here for Electricity. And well, they continue to hold that defensive line strong, and it's really working in their favour right now.
Yeah, it is. It just seems to be bouncing back really quick. When Tahir go forward, they see Electricity, they're straight back in the forward half and putting the pressure back on that goal line.
Ooh.
Oh, Goldie.
He's been known to do some crazy things throughout his time in competitions. Goldie now locks it up. Nice touch from Goldie from downfield. Just get some pace here. Pops the right side.
Yeah, just put it in a position where it wasn't quite reachable for A Major 7, no matter how hard he tried. His cut was flat to the ball and he couldn't quite get the nose up quite enough to get a save to it.
3-1, first game here, last one of the night. Major, well, I don't know what you're doing there, but very lucky to get away with that. Kupo controlling right at the last point. Could have been embarrassing with that tee shot. 35, Team Tahit. Well, they got control. See if they can make a goal come from this. Goldie, nice touch intercept through the middle. Drops down, Kupo, Major. Got to sort themselves out in terms of positioning. Really looking, probably more so stealing each other's ground and ball.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, Major would have had a much better shot onto that, but Kupo still went out for the touch over the top, and it ended up being handed over to the defense.
Double commit in the mid play. Tahit not in the best position for this one. Now sense up at the moment, but this game is done and dusted. Maybe a goal to be scored on the end. Nope, the ball right angle for the Tahit play coming through, and it's not Guardian that takes the first game. It is Extricity that will take it convincingly here.
And certainly well played by Extricity. You see Goldie and Lamont absolutely dominating. Kelstar also having a good influence in the game. Goldie playing really well, 2 saves and with the 4 shots and goal as well, but it was evenly spread throughout the team. Tahit just couldn't get a decent shot on net, I think. He either had 7 shots all up in the game, but there was nothing overly convincing, obviously apart from the one that Major managed to squeeze in there. So
there was a bar down ski which went against them. So
yeah, look, they've got a bit of work to do. They certainly, I think, I've certainly seen better play out of these guys. And I wouldn't be surprised to see it come in second.
It'll be interesting to see what Cooper Major and A Major 7 can do. This is the lineup of Battle Car United, first coming into qualifier, and it is their major team. So, no pun intended, right there. It'll be interesting to see what Team Tahit can really put together in terms of positioning and play. Not too bad on pace. They're getting ball position, which is good. This is what I like. They didn't struggle like Guardian did. They're getting position, but it's what they do when they go forward and how they counter. They can't allow Extricity to sort of get a quick play through. And Lamont, he just loves that connection play, so it'll be interesting. Wow, okay, thank you, Kelstar. Kelstar changed his name up. We don't want to give it light, but we have to. Have a look at it.
Kelstar, Goldie, and Lamont have both all changed their names.
Bees is here.
That's Goldie.
Yep. Wow,
You know
okay.
Bezo's sitting
And
behind
Kelstar buys a mod, and Lamont the people's champ. Like it. I like it. Kelstar with the first goal.
Good work there by Goldie. I'm going to keep calling him Bezo. I can just feel it. But Goldie, great touch off that back wall, gets a post and puts it right in front.
I'm now tilted. So Bezo is here. Obviously,
It's Goldie.
Goldie, and Bezo is... Obviously, Bezo's not here. Bezo's in the back. Wow. Is he? Is he really? Is he drunk? Who knows? Questions. We didn't see a sub change, so Goldie, interesting. Major 7, able to get a goal back. And well, look, I'll be honest with you here. If Extricity are mucking around in terms of team names, they're mucking around in game. This is going to be the best time for Tahit to actually get themselves in the position and get themselves to a third.
Look, I couldn't agree more. It's I think they've taken the foot off the pedal just a little bit, Extricity. So it's 1-0, 1-1, guys, and 4 minutes 30 left. There's plenty of time for this to go up against you.
This one up here for Major. Playing wide at the moment. It's Goldie, the touchdown off defensive end. Kupo able to connect Major there. That's Lamont that gets the touch, but the third player coming out, a Major 7. Interesting touch, doesn't work for his team. Brought out here. That's Kelstar. Play wide for the moment. Teams have a bit of pace and some boost. Lamont looking far side. puts a little bit of pressure on Tahit, and we'll be able to get this one back. That is Goldie with a touch, goes far side. Calstar challenging, ends up getting the ball high up. Should be able to bring this inside. Lamont, good position here. Oh, just a wide touch in the end. And I think Calstar actually caused that deflection as well, continuing his rotation onto that ball.
You can see what he was trying to do, but he just got his car on the wrong side of the ball, which
Ooh.
forced a deflection. Oh.
Goldie trying to play that ones game. Ball's too far down the field. Just get challenged out to the side. Now sitting in the corner, Major forward. Tarhead looking for another goal here, and this is awkward for Goldie, and very lucky there was no one there to strike that one. It did come through, but deflection was on. Kupo again onto goal. A lot of pressure coming from Tarhead. 3 minutes remaining. Still so much time in this game. Another chance going underneath. The players from Electricity just bring that one back out.
And there's a good work on the defense here by Electricity, but they need to get something working up forward because Target seems to be clearing it whenever he goes anywhere near it. Oh.
A little bit of footwork from Major. Kupo back here. The ball launched on by Lamont. Sits back in the middle for the moment. Now Calstar. Oh, looks to pop the ball up. That wasn't too bad in the end. I like the effort, but countered back out inside. Tarhead looking to try and gain this possession back. Sent wide for the moment. Up to Lamont. Calstar forced back. Oh, Goldie gets across. Uses the wall as well, so some pace required on that one, but a little pressure here for Electricity. This one back down. Oh, beautiful touch from Major.
Really well done. That's the constant pressure that you could see coming in from Tahit. It was a great touch pass in there by Major 7. Major gets his car perfectly tilted on the right angle to pop that one in right underneath the crossbar.
Well, they take the lead. Tahit won a game free. Electricity. I said it early on, changing the names around, mucking around in league play. Not the best thing you should be doing. I can have a giggle and laugh at it. So can everyone else, but this is where Tahit start to turn up the pace and get a hold of the game. They could intentionally even take the third game, like just keeping it serious.
That's right, it might be the last game of the...
Oh,
Goldie.
Hold the horses. Goldie's like, no, Buzz. No, this is how we do it. Watch.
He's called you out in game chat as well.
Okay, they're mucking around. They're listening to the stream, the commentary, and playing a competitive match. Geez, if I was a coach, I'd definitely slap him on the wrist for that one.
I don't know what to say.
What? No? Bias is wrong?
Know. Look, I think they could still turn it up a bit. And guys, if you are listening, turn it up.
Well, there you go. Kiwi's calling you out. So turn it up, Electricity. Tahit as well. I want to see some big goals. 2-2 at the moment. 1:05 remaining. Second game here. And Tahit need this one to stay alive in this series right now. Electricity booked with the first. Fighting for this one. Played through the midline, now heading forward. Kupo will get this touch to bring it back to the mid. Major 7 doesn't connect, but it's straight down for Major. He just rolls it to the line. That's Goldie that brings it back out. Waiting on the line as well as Calstar. Lamont, I think he was demoed. There's a reset in that corner. This one high. Tahit. They're getting some chances to go through the middle, but just not doing much. The People's Champ looking to do some work himself. Gets counted off the wall and ends up going back and trying to retrieve that ball too.
Sort of just being battled out in the midfield here. Nothing working for either team at the moment. Goldie.
Kupo had a little bit more time to play that ball and could have bring up at least a defence for Electricity, that third player, but now it comes down to the last 10 seconds, brought down. Risky play, shot committed by Major 7. Now no one's home. Not Bezo, it's Goldie. Oh, he lights it up, but there's a goal line saviour there. Beautiful play coming from Major, and overtime's the call.
Oh, Goldie had the opportunity to seal it with that one, but the defense on that goal line was absolutely fantastic by Major. And these Tahit guys are certainly not one to be discounted. They can certainly take this one out quite easily.
Goldie with a bit of pace on the wing there. Out of the boost to carry the ball. Needed his player to help them out. They're playing defence at the moment and knocking each other around. Lamont, settle down. It's overtime. Allow your team to play the natural progression and will get you a win. But this one, downfield, Tahit now looking to counter. Calstar misses times as Kupo out to the far side. As we'll see Lamont play this one into the wall. Second hit, clever. He's past two defenders. Lamont now to bring this one inside. Oh, Lamont, that was close. Had his teammate in the best position. Calstar now has to feather. Not enough for him. The angle awkward. This one rolling in front of goal, but brought back out. Tahit, a reliever for the moment, but the pressure's on.
Oh, they caught a break there, Tahir. I mean, you can see Calstar, he was going up for that second touch and almost had it, but the ball just quite went on the wrong angle. Couldn't quite get enough to it.
Open midline there in the front box. An attempted demo coming from Electricity, not able to make it happen. Now they're back in the defensive side. The ball cleared. Down for the midline. A Major 7 gives it back to Goldie. There's a backflip from Major. Possession from Tahir. It's probably not the key here. They just want to get it forward, put the pressure on, cause a defensive error. Major now. Chance here. Goldie not there. His teammate and Lamont able to bring this one out, and they'll both lose the 50-50 here. Aggressive is Goldie. Now to fly through the air. This crosses far side. No one there for the initial touch to bring that back in. So Major able to clear for the moment. Tahit. This is where they lose the possession at the moment, and is giving a lot of ball play up. Lamont far side. Backflip from Kupo. Not going to happen. Lamont takes it over time. Game done and dusted.
It was a great challenge up on that wall, and he just pops it off that backboard. Unfortunately, Kupo was the wrong way. He did get a touch to it in the end, but went on the woodwork and end up going in. So, look, Electricity playing really well and taking out that series.
There you go. Sense of them mucking around at the start, but they turned it up. I like it. They responded. We called them out. They responded. Good stuff. Well done, boys. So that was Goldie, which is Bezos here, apparently standing behind him. No homo. Calstar, the buys the mod. Thanks, Calstar, for the shout out. And Lamont, the people's champ. Obviously, he knows he's a big deal. So Lamont, the big deal. Man, Team Tahit, a competitive match. I got to say, very competitive. They got goals in both, chances in that. But what I saw from their get play, they threw a lot away of just clearance work. And in the first game, they actually controlled more so. Heading into sort of the attacking opportunities. This one, the pace got a lot quicker, and when it come down to that clutch situation, they'll just throwing the ball away and not gaining that control and working themselves into some strategy. So really, they sort of threw that ending away. Not literally, but just by the pressure of the game.
Oh, absolutely, and you could see like even towards the end of that second game, there you could see that Goldie took a shot on net, and it didn't quite make it. Cooper was on that line and got a fantastic save to it. It was almost the exact same situation that finished the overtime. It was a tough shot on net, and unfortunately, the save just wasn't quite good enough.
Yeah, I was wondering why Kupo was reversed. Like, I think he was looking to play out a bouncing ball on the far side, and he didn't go there, so he didn't have the opportunity to turn the car. And you know what they say about in terms of saving goals, you need to be facing the ball. If you caught it in reverse mode, then it just makes it extremely hard. You could see there, I think he ended up double tapping, which sort of floated him over instead of backflipping. And so he got close, but if he backflipped on, or at least turned the car to face that side, he should have been able to feather himself over. But Cubic, that's top tier stuff. Like that's what they've 1 and 2 teams do in terms of the skill on the line. And we don't expect that in this league, but you know what? It's lessons to be learnt. Team Tahit, they'll take away from this. Interesting week for them, being picked up as well. That was formerly known as Battle Cars United. Picked up this week, but a struggle week for them in terms of league play.
Yeah, and pretty unfortunate, but you know what? It's only a second round. As you said, Boz, this round is sort of just this week sort of just squared out where the teams will be sitting. So I suppose we can quickly go around the grounds if you like, Bizer.
Yeah, let's go around the grounds. Let's go.
Yeah, so Clarity eSports coming up against Leaks. Clarity actually taking that 2-0, which is a big upset for Leaks.
Ouch. So. Well, there you go. So Clarity, they're hit and miss. They've really been a hit and miss team. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like Lynx, are pretty solid right now, and having Bluey play and Delusion and whatnot. Sorry, I'm not getting the right. But that's that's Lynx.
No, you're right. Yeah.
That's Lynx. I was thinking Death for a moment, but no. But they're really solid at the moment. To see a 2-0 result is rather surprising.
Yeah, and just going into the scores, it was actually a pretty convincing win. 1-0 in the first game and 4-0 in the second. So
Ouch.
that could
Drop the ball.
put clarity. Yeah, could put clarity on top of the ladder for the end of the week.
Well, it does. It certainly does. Right now, having a look at it, there's still, I think there's still a couple of games to be concluded on the match ladder, but I think the results don't change from that. First, sitting on top of the ladder, a big week for Clarity eSports, taking the top spot 6-2, but they tie up with Lynx, which is 6-2. Faint, they're on a 5-2, but a chance for them to go 6-2 as well. Who are they playing? Faint are playing Deft.
Faint playing Deft, yeah.
So we could have 3 different teams tied up after week 2. What an interesting start to league play. Deft will probably go down 4-4, and we'll see Electricity go 4-4 after that win.
So as you say, Boz, as you say all that, the results getting confirmed for the Faint v Deft match. Faint taking Deft 2-1. So it leaves Clarity on top.
So Clarity on top.
Yeah.
Def 1.
Sorry. Yeah, Clarity on top, but only because of the name. So really it's first, second, and third placing first.
Now, just have a look at that. I think Faint still stay in third, Def stay in fourth, but that locks up there. So we actually have a gap between fourth and fifth at the moment. Electricity going to have to fight extra hard in week 3 and 4. Same with Square 1, as they're both sitting on 4 and 4. But look, it's going to be a hard road for Team Tahit. It involves them winning majority of their games come week 3, and especially week 4. But what's really interesting is this. I think I'm going to call it now. Guardian Aereo can't make playoffs from this spot. 2 weeks down, 8 games down, no wins.
Yeah, pretty disappointing. The only one I could see them possibly making 4th spot is if they don't drop a game from here on out, and that's going to be a very tough challenge for them.
We'll see what happens, but it's bound to get hot and sweaty. I couldn't think of anything else to say there, Cubic. It's bound to get absolutely epic week 3 coming up next week. Make sure you are here at the very same time. And you know what? Pull a friend along. Let's get everyone in here because we need to support these guys. It's teams from 8 to 16 in terms of league, as Freedown have the top tier teams playing at the moment. I think we should show these guys a little bit of love, especially for the teams, for the players out there looking to get into tournaments or into any leagues. This is a pretty good one to crack, and I'll tell you what, it's not going away. There's a season 2 definitely planned, and well, there might be season 3 and 4 depending what goes on in the future. But absolutely exciting stuff for Cubic. A great night of games. 2 zeros at the end. On terms of stream, it was the Lynx team that took it 2-0 over Faint. Then it was Def that took 2-0 over Square 1. Lynx come back into play as well in the third game against Guardian, which is expected to be a 2-0. And then right at the end there, Team Tahit, well, a bit of struggle. And to be honest, if Lucky Luke was playing in there, it might have been a different result. But Electricity, they take it 2-0. A fantastic night of league game plays. Shout out to everyone in chat. Shout out to everyone else. Mr. Kib, you got any final shout outs? Yeah,
shout out to everyone in chat. Bizo, I think I don't know whether you're going to say it or not, but going to go to a host. So when we go into the host, can we get a hashtag Vapour Raid?
Yeah, can we get a hashtag Vapour Raid? Our host is the one and only It's Primes. So make sure we go in there, hashtag Vapour Raid. We'll link his Twitch up. Everyone in there, make sure he gets a little bit of love on behalf of Vapour eSports and Nordic Gaming. This has been the Vapour Nordic League Play Week 2 done. Bizo and Cubic signing out. We'll see you next time.